what is a learning management system and how you can take advantage of that learning management system. Okay. Or what are the features you must know and how to use them. Okay. Okay. So now we got our school, and now it is saying create your first product. Watch our guide to get starting or create a product. Edit your product page, edit your home page, customize your site. Now they have made it more user friendly. This is good. Okay. This is good. This is good. Otherwise, we didn't have all of these. Then only this dashboard, the one on the left hand side, was important, where the first thing you have to work is on the site. But right now they are straight away saying create your product. Okay, so what is this site? What are the, see, customize your site option is also there. Now I think it is going to help us go step by step. So I will give you some brief, and then we will look at we will follow their steps. Okay, what they are suggesting. Otherwise, everything is available here also, even if the steps were not given. The site, this particular sheet, see on the left side, you have business growth, your school name, then you have a dashboard, then you have users. These are all your students. Site. Now this site helps you the color combination, the font that you want on your site, it will talk about it. And then these are some sales statistics. Emails, you can send emails from here. Settings, again, your profile and the home page heading, home page description, what you want. You can set your country, your office address, your other details, right? And then in settings itself, we have a lot of things. Payment settings, okay, where how would you like to get paid? Okay, so which country, and then it will these are not important right now. I'll not go into the detail of these because we are not using these payment settings and all here. Unless you are collecting payments, you don't have to talk about all this here. We use InstaMojo and we direct there. But if there is a need, these are all self-explanatory. You can fill it on your own. Okay. More importantly, we have to look at how to create our courses. Okay. What kind of notifications, when a student joins the school, do you want to be notified? When a student enrolls in a paid course, do you want to be notified? You can just say, I don't want to be notified. Then you can simply switch this off. This is a toggle button, on and off button. Okay. These are enrollment notifications. When a student enrolls in a free course, I don't want to be notified. Okay, so because there will be too many emails, or if you want to be notified, set your preferences. Comment whenever anybody is commenting in your course, do you want to be notified? When a new comment is posted, yes, I want to be notified. Okay, so these are your choices, right? Subscription notification. So what the approach is, you go and click on each tab one at a time, and just go and see what is the content there. There is no harm in exploring. You're not going to lose anything. Now there are monthly plans and annual plans. Okay, so when you look at some tools, they will just show the annual plan by default, but I would recommend not to go for annual plan in any tool. Okay, never go for annual plan in any tool. Okay, now most people will not share this with you because they have their affiliate commissions, right? So now it is okay to spend $39 a month because you don't know, there is no refund that is going to happen. Okay, there is no refund that is going to happen here. So you lose that money if you are not working on your product. So billing, and then there are some third-party integration. We're talking about Zapier integration, InstaMojo integration, Google Analytics. These are new things they have added. It was not there before. Only limited integrations. Facebook Pixel integration, Google Analytics integration. Now these are all like little advanced stuff. ConvertKit, if you are using an autoresponder, we will look at one autoresponder. Then what is integration? It is the two tools talking to each other. So ConvertKit is an autoresponder and Teachable is a learning management system. So how to make the two tools connect and talk to each other? MailChimp and Teachable, how they will talk to each other. Facebook Pixel, basically it is for tracking your ad performance and the kind of people who sign up, because it really helps develop your pixel. Your pixel is an asset. Your Facebook pixel becomes an asset. Yeah, and you can sell your Facebook pixel. Okay, once it has enough data. Again, Google Analytics, again, it's an analytic tool. What kind of people come on your website, come on your school? It is gathering data, so it will try to give you more relevant quality audience. So these are the things now you wouldn't know if you're not technically expert. That is why you need people who know all these stuff, that they will set everything which is needed for you, which works in automation. Okay. So even see, this is the Zapier integration. So we will not talk about all of that, but what you have to understand is what you explore each tab and then go one at a time and see what is there. For example, if I go in the site tab, it says what is the theme, what is it that I want here. So what is my logo, what should be my thumbnail, cool thumbnail, and what a favicon is something which comes here on the browser. When you click on my school, my picture is coming there. I have chosen that as a favicon. So it says your favicon is a small image that displays in your site browser tab. So if you go to Vandana Mehrotra, my Teachable account, see that my picture is coming here, right? This is favicon, and then logo and school thumbnail, how you want your school to the picture that comes on your main page. Okay, put your logo. Yes, put just dummy picture for the time being. Okay, so now what is the font you want? This is by default, which is good to go. If you want to change the font, you can keep this. So the entire content on your website will be in this font. Okay, this Lucida Sans is a good font. Lato is also a good font. You can use this and just say save. Okay, so this is the how your site will look and the color combinations on your site. So if you see, my setting is blue, and let us take a different setting here. Let us take blue and green. This is what I want, and rest of the things I leave it default. Okay, I'm not changing much here, provided you have some specific colors in mind. These are all the color coding, how your video color should be, how the body text should be, what should be the color of the button, what should be the color of the heading, what should be the heading to, how much heading you want, big or small. These are all customization. But for at this stage, what you need to learn is how to, these are all beautification of your site. Okay, so this beautification can wait, and there is a click button preview. You can see how it looks. This is how my school is going to look. This is the font size. This is on the school name, and some things it has shown by default here. Okay, if I put my picture, it will be visible here. Whatever description we will write, it will keep on showing here. Okay, it is actually creating a nice website kind of a feel for your learning management system. So if you come on a learning management system, you don't need website also. If this page is done very good for you, this is as good as your membership site. Then you don't have to spend some 20,000, 30,000 on space creating a website. Instead, get on board Teachable, but it will be a $39 per month cost. Okay, but you don't have to pay hosting. So some people try to have learning management set up on their website, but the other way is also to use this, provided you are in it for long term. Okay, then you do that. Otherwise, because $39 per month, and if you stop your subscription, nothing will be available. So that is the call you need to take, how much you're willing to invest. So now again, domain navigation, navigation, that is not important. What is important here is your bio. Okay, go and set up your bio, your name. There is a edit button here. Click on that edit, and you can write, you can just put your designation. So whatever is the designation you chose, you can put that. I will say business growth strategist, and then I can write whatever I want to write about myself here. Just go to vandanamehrotra.com. I'll go in my about me page, and I will just simply, this is my bio here. If you now look at what are the things you need to be ready with, I can also add an image. You can upload as well. I'm doing a drag and drop. This is the image. Okay, good, done, save. So this will be reflected in your course, the author bio. How it is reflected, when you go to grow.vandanamehrotra.com, and in any of the courses, the only challenge is I had moved to Newsendler my course. So let me open this one. So I had to give some access permissions to migrate from Teachable to Newsendler. So this is how it will come. Whatever picture you have uploaded and whatever bio you have uploaded, you are there. Okay, this is how it will come. On the site page, your theme, what are the color combinations that you want? For example, my site is always blue color. See, my sign up buttons are blue, right? The font, whatever I chose, so that becomes, even these buttons are all blue for me. Whatever is your color, green, yellow, purple, whatever. So you choose that particular theme on your, that is important. Theme, site, what is the theme? Domains is for custom, like now right now I'm saying grow.vandanamehrotra.com, but basically it is showing businessgrowth.teachable.com. So if you are on a higher version, that professional version, $119, it will allow you to map your own custom domain. Okay, otherwise teachable branding will be always there. It will be vandana.teachable.com or lima.teachable.com, devashish.teachable.com. If you don't want that, you want your own branding, then you will have to go for the next $119 per month. Okay, otherwise it really doesn't matter at this stage.